Hey, hello investors and future investors. Welcome to the channel. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to use options in order to make passive income. Now, if you're new to options trading and you're trying to use options in order to make some extra money in order to supplement your 9 to 5, or you actually are interested in becoming an income options trader, then this is definitely the right video for you. Welcome to Investment Gains. Let's jump right into it. Welcome back, investors and future investors. My name is Tim, and on this channel, I show you how I use my portfolio in order to make consistent income. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you two option strategies that you can use in order to generate passive income with options trading. Now, before we get into these two option strategies, I would like you guys to do yourself two favors. Favor number one, always make sure to do your own due diligence before entering any options trade. Second favor is going to be always make sure you have an exit strategy before entering any options contract. That being said, let's go ahead and get down and dirty with options. Now, when we say get down and dirty with options, we mean we're going to be giving you an exact walkthrough of how these strategies are performed in order for you to follow along. And then maybe you want to try this out with your portfolio. A word of caution. For today's video, we're going to be using Micron technology. Always do your own due diligence. Micron Technology is a stock I own in my portfolio. This stock may work for me, but it may not work for you. So let's go ahead now. We're going to go to Trade MU Options to the bottom in order to open up the options chain. Now, what is the option chain? The option chain is this area right here that gives us enough information in order for us to make an informed decision. Now, the first strategy that's going to allow you to make passive income, we're going to go to sell, we're going to go to put, and now we're going to choose an expiration date. The expiration date, just for the purposes of this video, we're going to use March 14th, which gives us 11 days to expiration. Now, if you work in a regular 9 to 5 and you're trying to make passive income in order to supplement your 9 to 5, do not leave your 9 to 5 if you want to trade options. Learn options first, supplement your 9 to 5. Then, if you're good at it, then you may consider whatever you want to do after that. So, if you are fortnightly paid worker, then I suggest you go out 11 days or 2 weeks. If you are a monthly paid worker, then feel free to go out a month time period. Now, keep in mind, the closer the expiration date, the more risky it's going to be. The stock market seems to be a bit more volatile in the shorter time frame than in the longer time frame. So, a strike date of March 14th is going to be more volatile than a strike date of, let's say, March 28th. But for the purposes of this video, we're just going to be using March 14th. Now, with this option strategy, it's highly advisable that we choose our strike price below the current share price. As you can see, the share price is $90.80. Now, my criteria for choosing the strike price with this option strategy is going to be anything with a chance of profitability of 70 or higher. So I'm going to be going with the $87 strike price. As you can see, it gives me a 71% chance of profitability. So that fits in perfectly with my risk tolerance. Now, in order for you to make passive income with options, you need to be an option seller. This option strategy is an income option generating strategy, which allows you to receive money as long as you do the trade. So with the $87 strike price and the 71% chance of profitability, we're going to be receiving $2.22. $2.22 in the option world works out to be $222 in the real world. And that's because each option contract contains 100 shares. If you multiply the 100 shares by 2.22, you should get $222. This first income option strategy to help you to generate passive income is known as the cash secured put. The cash secured put works perfectly if you do not own the stock or if you're trying to acquire the stock in your portfolio at a much lesser price. Now, in order for you to do the cash secured put, you must leave what's known as a collateral. The collateral you would be required to leave is going to be whatever strike price you chose multiplied by 100 shares. So in this case, it's going to be $87 multiplied by 100 shares, and that's going to give you $8,700. Now, if you're new to option, to do this strategy, it's literally going to take you probably a couple of minutes. If you're an experienced option trader like myself, this is literally going to take you less than 10 seconds, and that's what makes it a passive income option strategy. Now, I'm not going to go into too much detail about this option strategy because I have several videos on the channel. So in order for you to see how this trade could go, feel free to go ahead and just search my channel for the cash secured put. Now, let's get into the second option strategy that can be used in order for you to generate passive income. Now, that strategy is going to be, you're going to have to go to sell, you're going to have to go to call, and we're just going to use the exact same strike date of March 14th. Now, for this option strategy, we're going to choose our strike price above the current share price. And once again, the share price is 90.8. So we're going to choose a price above that. Now, with the covered call option strategy, based on my own risk tolerance, I will be going with a strike price that gives me an 80% chance or higher. Remember, with the previous strategy, I got a 70% chance or higher. That's because the cash secured put is a bullish option strategy, which means you do not want the price to go down to that strike price that you chose. This option strategy is a bearish option strategy. So whatever price you choose, you do not want the strike price to hit that price. So I will be going with the $99 strike price, and that gives me an 84% chance of profitability. Now, with the 84% chance of profitability, I will be paid. The amount I will be getting paid is going to be 0.97. Now, let me back up just a bit in order for you guys to get this. Now, the reason I choose my strike prices based on these different strategies is all based on my own risk tolerance and my options experience. With the cash secured put, I like to use a 70% chance or higher because it's a bullish option strategy. With this option strategy, I like to choose a chance of 80% or higher. So let's get back to it. So I will be paid 0.97, and once again, that's going to be $97. This income option generating strategy is none other than the covered call option strategy. Now, with the covered call option strategy, two criteria need to be met in order for you to do this strategy. Criteria number one, you either need to own 100 shares of the stock in order for you to do this strategy. Criteria number two, if you can't own 100 shares of the stock, then you will need to be able to control 100 shares of the stock. And if you wondered if they are different, yes, they are. So once again, with this option strategy, the covered call option strategy, you're going to be paid right away. That money you're going to be paid right away is what makes this a passive income source for you in order for you to grow a small accounts portfolio. Now, once again, I'm not going to go into the details of this option strategy because I have several videos on my channel about how this is done. Now, here's the beautiful thing about doing this income option generating strategy and combining the two. Let's say you own 100 shares of MU and you choose a strike price of $99. If come expiration of the 14th, then this strike price is hit, means the share price is above this strike price, then you get to keep this $97. And that's one reason why I love this option strategy. The money you make, you get to keep no matter what. But now you're going to be forced to sell your 100 shares at the strike price you chose. And in this case, it's going to be $99. So now you lose your 100 shares. Your portfolio is going to be credited with $9,900, which is going to be, once again, $99 multiplied by 100 shares. So now you have $9,900, but you lost your 100 shares. Well, now you're going to combine the previous option strategy I just showed you. So now you have $9,900. Now you're going to go ahead and do the reverse, which is the cash secured put. And you're going to sell a cash secured put with the new amount of money you have in your portfolio. So we're going to go back to the exact same example I just used, and we're going to be choosing the $87. So now you're going to subtract the $9,900 from $8,700 you're going to be using to the cash secured put, and that now is going to be your profit. This new option strategy of doing the cash secured put, and if you get assigned doing the covered calls and vice versa, is known as the wheel option strategy. If you guys need me to make a video about the wheel option strategy, feel free to let me know in the comments below. Now, when doing options in order to make passive income, you need to be a seller of options. You need to do options income generating strategies that allows you to get money right away. Now, with these strategies, no matter what the outcome is of the contract, you get to keep the premium you receive. That premium you receive can be used to do lots of things. You could do what I do: buy dividend stocks, leave the money in your portfolio in order to grow your portfolio, or you could withdraw some of that money to help you with your personal bills. So, there you have it. If you want to build passive income from options, I highly suggest you consider the cash secured put or the covered call option strategy. Now, if you guys have any questions about the cash secured put, the covered call option strategy, how to get into these contracts, how to get out of these contracts, just let me know in the comments below. Go ahead, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and most importantly, if there's anyone out there trying to get some extra income to supplement their 9 to 5, or you're new to options trading, then feel free to share this video with them. Let's help as many as we can. Now, until the next video, keep pushing your investments.